Welcome back to Success Stories Unplugged, the podcast where we explore what it really takes to thrive in work and life. I'm Alex, your analytical co host.
And I'm Taylor, your energetic co pilot on this journey to self improvement. Today, we're tackling a topic that's especially important during challenging periods: staying motivated when the going gets tough. We've all been there, and we're here to help you push through.
That's right. Motivation isn't just about feeling inspired, it's about cultivating habits and mindsets that keep you moving forward, even when things feel overwhelming. By the end of this episode, you'll have actionable strategies to keep your motivation alive.
And stick around because we'll share an incredible story about how a world class athlete found motivation during one of the toughest times in their career. Let's get started. So, Alex, let's start with the big question. Why does motivation take such a hit during tough times?
That's a great question, Taylor. When we face challenges, our brains go into survival mode. Stress and uncertainty trigger a fight or flight response, which can make it hard to focus on long term goals. Instead, we tend to prioritize immediate comfort or avoidance.
That makes so much sense. I mean, how many times have we chosen Netflix over tackling something difficult just because we're feeling overwhelmed?
Exactly. It's a natural response, but it's not very helpful in the long run. The good news is that understanding why motivation falters can help us address it more effectively.
So true. Let's dive into how we can shift that mindset. All right, Alex, break it down for us. What does science say about staying motivated during tough times?
Motivation is closely tied to two psychological concepts: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's the joy or fulfillment you get from the task itself. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, is driven by external rewards, like money, recognition, or deadlines.
So during tough times, is one type of motivation better than the other?
It depends. Intrinsic motivation is more sustainable because it taps into your personal values and passions. But extrinsic motivation can be a useful tool to get you started when you're feeling stuck. The trick is to use both strategically.
I love that balance. It's like finding the right fuel for the moment. Let's talk about some practical ways to ignite that motivation. So, Alex, what are some go to strategies for staying motivated when the road gets rough?
Here are a few science backed strategies. 1. Set small, achievable goals. Break big tasks into bite sized pieces. Completing even a small goal can create a sense of progress and momentum. Focus on your why. Remind yourself of the bigger purpose behind what you're doing. When you connect your actions to your values, motivation becomes more meaningful. 3. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for progress, no matter how minor. Positive reinforcement keeps you engaged. 4th, build a routine. Consistency creates stability, even during chaotic times. A routine can help you take action without overthinking.
I love the idea of celebrating small wins. I remember when I was training for a 5K, just hitting a new distance, even by a tiny margin, felt so rewarding. It kept me going.
Exactly. Motivation thrives on progress, not perfection. Let's also talk about how your environment can play a role in keeping you motivated.
How does your environment impact motivation, Alex?
A lot more than people realize. Your surroundings can either support or hinder your efforts. For example, a cluttered workspace can make it harder to focus, while a clean, organized space can help you feel more in control.
That's so true. I recently added a vision board to my workspace, and seeing my goals visually every day has been a huge motivator.
That's a fantastic idea. Other ways to optimize your environment include minimizing distractions, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and creating reminders of your why.
I love that. Speaking of support, let's share some stories about people who stayed motivated through tough times. Time for some inspiration. Alex, do you have a favorite story about someone who stayed motivated during a challenging period?
Absolutely. One story that stands out is Michael Jordan's return to basketball after his first retirement. He faced immense pressure and doubt, but he focused on his love for the game and his competitive spirit to push through.
That's so inspiring. For me, it's the story of Malala Yousafzai. Despite facing unimaginable challenges, she stayed motivated to advocate for education and has become a global symbol of resilience.
Those stories show that motivation isn't just about pushing forward. It's about finding strength in your purpose and passion.
All right, let's give our listeners some actionable steps they can take today to boost their motivation.
Here's a quick list. 1. Create a morning ritual. Start your day with something that energizes you, like journaling, exercise, or meditation. 2. Practice gratitude. Reflect on what you're thankful for. It shifts your focus from challenges to opportunities. 3. Find an accountability partner. Share your goals with someone who can encourage and support you. Visualize success. Spend a few minutes imagining yourself achieving your goals. This can reignite your drive.
I love that. And remember, it's okay to lean on others for support. Motivation doesn't have to be a solo journey.
Absolutely. The key is to take small, consistent steps and celebrate your progress along the way. That wraps up our deep dive into staying motivated during tough times. Remember, motivation is a skill you can cultivate, even when the road gets rocky.
We hope today's episode gives you the tools and inspiration to keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this discussion, share it with someone who might need a little extra motivation right now.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'd love to hear how you stay motivated. Tag us on social media using the hashtag Success Stories Unplugged.
Until next time, stay curious and keep striving. Tough times don't last, but motivated people do.
Perfectly said. Bye for now.